With 2 stars leaving WWE and more, this is Wrestling Hub. My name is John and you're watching the Wrestling Report. Before we get into the rest of the video, make sure you subscribe to Wrestling Hub and turn on all notifications to stay up to date with everything in the world of pro wrestling. Also, don't forget to follow us on Instagram at Wrestling Hub Official and follow us on Twitter at Wrestling_Hub. On his Click This podcast, Kevin Nash revealed why he and Steve Austin do not watch AEW, saying, "I just want to go on record today, I have not watched AEW in months. It goes back to Steve Austin and I got a pact that he's not watching it, therefore I'm not watching it, and what I can tell by Twitter is Undertaker is now not watching it. It's nothing against any of the talent over there, anybody that does anything over there. It's just something that we decided. It's like Lint. You have to give things up, so we did that. It doesn't change the fact that Kenny Omega is my favorite wrestler. It doesn't change that at all." Talking about splitting the undisputed Universal title into 2 world championships, Cody Rhodes told the Bart Winkler show, "What it will take for the titles to potentially be separated is maybe who leaves after leaving WrestleMania. I think it's a time when perhaps management can step in and make that call so that you never put it on potentially me or potentially Roman Reigns. Of course, the thing that I want my hands on is the WWE Championship. It's the one that Pop never got. I think that's a good time for maybe management to step in, and if they did, I would be all about it." Giving an update as to how he's feeling after AEW Revolution, Bryan Danielson told the Unconsciously Coupled podcast, "Legitimately, I'm in a ton of pain. I just wrestled for over 65 minutes. I've got a black eye. I can't lift my left arm past here. I have shooting pain going down my leg. There's this big gaping wound on my stomach." Those kind of things, it's like, oh, sorry, daddy is in a lot of pain. They understand that, but as they get older, they're going to understand that some of this is not physical. Revealing that she signed a contract with Impact Wrestling, Kylan King told Wrestling News Co., "There's been a lot of buzz on social media. Is she going to sign anywhere? Who is she going to sign with? The biggest thing I've been preaching is, guys, I already know what's going to happen. I've manifested it. It's just a matter of who is going to step up and offer that deal. Impact did, and I'm very excited. I'm in love with their product. I love the character work that goes on there, and I'm excited to be a part of that and see how Kylan King grows through the Impact product. It's going to be a great time. I've been trying to get work there for a while, and Tommy Dreamer and Gail Kim were big advocates for me there. In December, I had the opportunity to work with them for the first time. A week or two after, I got a call saying, 'Hey, we want to offer you something.' The moment I got there, the backstage atmosphere is amazing. Everyone is so uplifting and encouraging. They want the best product out there. That's the kind of locker room I want to be in. As soon as I got the phone call, my gut immediately was like, you're going to do this. This is the next step." The moment I worked with them and the moment the contract was in the works and the talks, the idea of who I wasn't a question. Sometimes you go places and the thing you've been building over the years on the independents and everything, people are like, "That's great, but we want you to do this." The moment they talk to me about, "We want to take the King franchise and want to figure out how to make it work in Impact," that was the thing for me, because I've been working for the last 2 years on how to make Kylan King, the King, really stand out in this generation. They were really on board with that. There is a lot of amazing character work that goes on there. For the longest time, I've just been wrestling, and now I get to dive more into that character work and my acting skills. I'm very excited for that process. It seems that an NWA star is waiting for a deal with a big-time wrestling promotion, as Ringside News wrote. Although Natalia Markova is featured for the NWA, she is waiting for a big contract. She is not under any kind of written contract with Billy Corgan's company. When asked if he ever got an offer to leave WWE for WCW, The Undertaker told BT Sport, "Yeah, kind of through Kevin Nash. We were in this period of time where we had, and this is kind of funny for me to say, but we had all these ridiculous characters. WCW was doing all this cutting edge stuff, but I think to answer in the short, no. But did I think about it? Yeah. Did I have an opportunity to? Yeah. My deal would have been coming up, but it was more frustration with what we were currently doing and just feeling like we were stale and behind the times, and we were so kid driven. Our demographic was 9 to 12-year-olds, and their demographic down in WCW was 18 to 34, 18 to 36 demographic, doing so much more cutting edge stuff. That was appealing, but there was never, even though it was completely different people, it was WCW that told me that I'd never draw a dime in this business. As much as I use that for fuel, as open-minded as I think I am, and as I've matured, you would think like, okay, don't be stupid, take the money, but that always hung out there. You're a great athlete, no one will ever pay money to see you wrestle. Thank goodness they were wrong. That was fuel, man. That was fuel for me to give everything I had to what I probably thought was my last real go at something. I've had a few doors slammed in my face, but that one really stung because that's where I wanted to be. I wanted to be in WCW when I went there as Mean Mark, and then to be told, nah, okay, next step. According to New Japan Pro Wrestling, a former champion is out of action as the official statement reads. Will Ospreay sustains shoulder injury, absent from Okayama event. Thank you for supporting New Japan Pro Wrestling. During his match on March 13th, Will Ospreay sustained an injury to his right shoulder and does not have a timetable for recovery at this time. As a result, Will is not cleared to compete tonight in Okayama. After posting on social media that they would be using their real names for a reality series, Nikki and Brie Bella have apparently not re-signed with WWE, as Nikki said this on an episode of the Nikki and Brie Show. When our contract came up with WWE mutually, we all knew we needed to head into this next chapter. We are so grateful for the past 17 years. I've learned so much in and out of the ring. I've traveled all over the world. I have incredible fandom. It's been amazing. This is part of relationships. Whether it's business, love, this is relationships in life. Sometimes you come to this part of your life where it's like, let's go separate ways. It doesn't mean it's forever, but we just know that it's right. I'm so beyond grateful for Nikki Bella. She empowered me. She inspired me. She truly made me become fearless. I found so much of what I had through pain, childhood, or certain things that happened in my life. I lost that person. It took Nikki Bella to bring her out. I will always be forever grateful for her and look up to who that person was and still is, and the road that she has paved and what she's done for women and the youth and will continue to do, just as Nikki Garcia. I'm grateful for it. What's so amazing about starting this new chapter and with our names, our roots, what was from birth, it's empowering because we're betting on ourselves. That leap of faith, we are taking that leap of faith. We're reintroducing ourselves after 17 years and it shows. You and I have gotten to the point where we know our worth. We know what we've done and we know where we want to go. We're at the point in our lives where we don't want to hear no. We've worked on that for 17 years and this marks finally, we put that in action a lot, but now we're doing it in a different way. Something like that is super exciting and it's great for other people to know. Brie added that it doesn't mean that it's bad either. When things like this happen, everyone wants to look for the negative. What happened? It had to be something crazy. It wasn't. It was actually something beautiful. We thought about it for a while. This has been years coming. I want to thank Brie Bella, the character, the name, pretty much that I've been the last 16 to 17 years. Thank you to that name because it caused a lot of change in my life and many lives. It did a lot of great things for me. It's really fun to end that chapter. For everyone at some point in your life to do a new change, a new journey. I'm so excited to close that chapter on Brie Bella, put that book to the side and open up a new one and see what Brie Garcia is going to do next. It's weird because I say freeing and a lot of people are like, what does she mean? There's something really freeing about going back to who you were. It's like you can go back to being your unfiltered, uncensored self. I don't have to apologize. It's who I am. I always hate when I have to apologize or be like, sorry, didn't mean to do that when I actually did. Reviewing Ricky Stark's promo from AEW Dynamite last week, Jim Cornette said this on his podcast. Why would you have a babyface come out after he's beat Chris Jericho now twice, and they still kind of worked it to where I don't know if he's better off for it, but you know, what's next? I'm not sure. And then say, it's not where I'm gonna go or what I'm gonna do, but where I'm gonna go, which everybody thinks that means he's going to leave AEW. That would be the only reason you would drop that hint or say that line. I know somebody's gonna say, well, wait till the story plays out. No, you get the impression from this guy that he's not happy where he is. He wants to get out. When it comes to rumors of a match at Summerslam for John Cena, Ringside News revealed that WWE made plans for John Cena's WrestleMania match against Austin Theory, but they are not discussing anything else for him at this time. Therefore, any report that a match with Logan Paul is happening at SummerSlam is not accurate, because they're not even talking. Touching on the possibility of Vince McMahon secretly running AEW, former WWE referee Nick Patrick told Ad Free Shows, I'm one of those old conspiracy theory guys. I always think Vince McMahon is sitting behind every damn thing, and I'm usually right. I'm just a conspiracy theory guy. He may not be running the thing, but he knows everything that's going on, and there are other ways to control them. I think it's a work rivalry, honestly, but it's a controlled inner office work rivalry. With WWE attempting to legalize betting on their matches, Dave Meltzer gave an update on this situation, saying on Wrestling Observer Radio, they're not very receptive to it, not WWE, but the gaming commissions. One of the commissions pretty much said no. MGM Grand, the books there don't want to take any action on professional wrestling. They just thought that the idea was, on the surface, completely ludicrous. Most states do not allow betting on the Academy Awards. There are states that do. I think there's 7, and WWE's thing was, if you can bet on the Academy Awards, why can't you bet on us? And we'll do the same safeguards the Academy Awards do. If it were to happen, we've talked about this before. It's just an incredible headache to the creative team, the wrestlers, everyone. I don't expect anything soon, but they're trying in several states and we'll see what happens. A rumor has been going around on social media claiming that Becky Lynch dated fellow WWE star LA Knight previously. Knight would comment on this writing, because we didn't, we were friends. You're jumping to BS conclusions. Let me squash that before you guys take this anywhere. And this was your Pro Wrestling News Update. I hope you're all having a great day. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see y'all later.